आई एम नॉट अ सिटी पर्सन और जो लोग मुझे बहुत टाइम से फॉलो कर रहे हैं उन्हें ये ऑलरेडी मालूम होगा, बट सिंगापुर हिट्स डिफरेंट. So in this comprehensive guide, I will talk about all the details that you need to travel to Singapore, including visa, itinerary, things to do, places to see, accommodation. But first and foremost, and the most important thing is visa. So Indians need a visa to enter Singapore, and it's an e-visa, but it is not that straightforward. But there is a simple hack जो मैं इस section के later part में बताऊंगी. But first, let's talk about the normal tourist visa that we need. तो इसे वैसे ई वीज़ा कहते हैं, बट ये इतना स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड नहीं है जितना यूजुअली ई वीज़ा होता है, बिकॉज ईदर यू नीड अ लोकल पर्सन और अ पर्सन हु हैज़ अ पीआर या कोई एजेंट जो आपके लिए ये वीज़ा अप्लाई कर सके. इस वीज़ा की कॉस्ट है SGD 30 प्लस द एजेंट फीस, and you would need to fill out an application form for this purpose, giving all the travel details as well as stating your bank balance. फिर ये सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स एक एजेंट एम्बेसी पे लेके जाएगा और आपको वेट करना पड़ेगा वर्डिक्ट का, और अगर आपका वीज़ा अप्रूव हुआ तो आपको स्टे 30 डेज का मिलता है. मैंने ये रूट नहीं लिया, मैंने एक हैक यूज किया था टू विजिट सिंगापुर, जो मैं इस सेक्शन में बताने वाली हूँ. द हैक इज VFTF, विच इज वीजा फ्री ट्रांजिट फैसिलिटी, जो मैंने 2 बार यूज किया अपने ट्रैवल में. एक बार मैंने 24 आवर्स का लिया था और एक बार मैंने 48 आवर्स का लिया था. Let me explain. VFTF is a facility that offers Indian travelers who are traveling to or from Singapore and have the next departing flight within next 96 hours can enjoy Changi. So I was traveling from India to Singapore and Singapore to Australia, and since मेरा transit Singapore में 5.5 आवर्स से ज़्यादा था और 96 आवर्स से कम था, मैं ये VFTF फैसिलिटी ले सकती हूँ और एग्जिट कर सकती हूँ एयरपोर्ट फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. और ये फैसिलिटी सिर्फ ऑस्ट्रेलियन वीज़ा होल्डर्स के लिए नहीं है. अगर आपके पास कनाडा, जर्मनी, जापान, न्यूजीलैंड, स्विट्जरलैंड, UK, USA का भी वीज़ा है तो आप ये फैसिलिटी अवेल कर सकते हैं. कुछ पॉइंट्स हालांकि आपको ध्यान रखने पड़ेंगे. ये सिर्फ एयर टू एयर ट्रैवल में वैलिड है. आप सिर्फ एक लेग ऑफ द जर्नी में इसको यूज कर सकते हो, दोनों और यूज नहीं कर सकते, और आप इसको एक्सटेंड भी नहीं कर सकते. एंड टू अवेल दिस यू वुड नीड टू शो योर ऑनवर्ड एयर टिकट डिपार्टिंग विद इन द नेक्स्ट 96 आवर्स and a valid visa or a long-term visa with a validity of at least 1 month from the date of entry into Singapore under VFTF. ये सारे resources में जितनी भी information दे रही हूँ, इन सब के links नीचे description में है, तो आप ये लिंक खोल के चेक भी कर सकते हो और डिटेल में पढ़ सकते हो अगर आपको थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन अभी भी है. So we all know Changi Airport is the best airport in the whole world, and for valid reasons actually. The entire airport is Wi-Fi equipped. It has sleeping pods, and if you don't want to utilize the sleeping pods, then literally you can sleep anywhere like this. I slept on the floor and everyone is sleeping on the floor. It has good charging facilities, good sockets everywhere, and they also have baggage storage facilities. Bags above 15 kgs would cost around $15. So before immigration, there are so many retail stores, so many food joints that you can explore inside the airport. Apart from that, you can go to Cactus Garden, you can go to Butterfly Garden, you can also go to the swimming pool, rooftop swimming pool, and 24 hours free movie theater. In fact, Singapore has a website which includes all the details, timings, prices of all these activities. But the best part actually about this airport is after immigration. अगर आप इमिग्रेशन क्रॉस करने का सोच रहे हो तो आपको वीज़ा दिखाना पड़ेगा और आपको SG अराइवल कार्ड दिखाना पड़ेगा. SG अराइवल कार्ड या तो आप ऑनलाइन भर सकते हो या आप वहाँ पहुँच के QR कोड स्कैन करके भर सकते हो, या वहाँ पे बहुत ही सारे मिनी कंप्यूटर्स लगे हैं जिसके थ्रू आप भर के एग्जिट कर सकते हो. बट सिंस मैं VFTF अवेल कर रही थी, मैंने दिखाया था अपना ऑस्ट्रेलियन वीज़ा, SG अराइवल कार्ड और साथ में ऑनवर्ड टिकट टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया, और उन्होंने मेरा स्टैम्प कर दिया था पासपोर्ट. आफ्टर इमिग्रेशन यू विल एंटर जूल. जूल यू कैन ओनली एक्सेस आफ्टर इमिग्रेशन, और ये बहुत लोगों को नहीं पता है. जूल इज एक्चुअली अ मॉल इनसाइड द एयरपोर्ट जहाँ पे रेन वोर्टेक्स है. रेन वोर्टेक्स इज द टॉलेस्ट मैन मेड वाटरफॉल, एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो एंजॉय लाइट एंड साउंड शो. रेन वोर्टेक्स की टाइमिंग्स है जो मैं यहाँ पे मेंशन कर रही हूँ. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यू कैन एंजॉय कैनोपी पार्क एट लेवल 5 दैट इंक्लूड्स डिस्कवरी स्लाइड्स, कैनोपी ब्रिज, हेज मेज, मिरर मेज एंड बाउंसिंग नेट. तो कैनोपी पार्क एक्सेस करने के लिए चार्जेस हैं, बट हमें नहीं पता था कि कैनोपी पार्क के अंदर जो बाउंसिंग नेट है उसका एडिशनल कॉस्ट है. तो आप इस वेबसाइट पे सारी डिटेल्स ले सकते हो और इनफैक्ट आप पूरा एक बंडल भी खरीद सकते हो अगर आपको बहुत सारी चीजें एक साथ करनी है. एंड इवन इफ ऑल दीज एक्टिविटीज आर ऑन डिफरेंट टर्मिनल्स देन डोंट वरी, all these terminals are well connected via a sky train. T1, T2, T3 you can easily take a sky train. T4 हालांकि इंटरनली कनेक्टेड नहीं है. आप T4 तभी एक्सेस कर सकते हो अगर आपने इमिग्रेशन क्रॉस किया है, या बेस्ट इज हमने जो किया था, हमने T1, T2, T3 लैंडिंग के टाइम एक्सप्लोर किया था और हमारा जो एग्जिट था वो T4 से था. इनफैक्ट T4 में भी करने को बहुत कुछ है. वहाँ पे डिस्कवरी स्लाइड है, हेरिटेज जोन है, विच आई एब्सोल्युटली लव्ड. So as you all know that I have been traveling full time for 5 years, and one of the challenges I have faced over the years is staying connected on the go. Some airports have sketchy Wi-Fi while local SIM cards are expensive. Due to this, I have missed out on so many important work calls. तो ये सारे hiccups avoid करने के लिए मैंने एक बहुत ही easy hack ढूंढा है, which is to activate international roaming pack on my Airtel number. This has also worked so well for me in Singapore. It also activated as soon as I landed, so I was able to exit the airport fat without getting into the hassle of looking for a local SIM card. और आपको पता ही है कि airport में local SIM cards are super expensive. But the international roaming packs by Airtel are pretty affordable with cost as low as 133 rupees per day. और जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया था, I was flying to Australia from Singapore. तो मुझे पहले सिंगापुर में सिम कार्ड की डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करवानी पड़ती है और उसके बाद ऑस्ट्रेलिया में लैंड होके, which I feel is such a time waste, and this is the biggest problem when you are relying on local SIM cards. So I easily avoid all this hassle with Airtel International Roaming Pack, which gets activated as soon as I land, giving me access to OTPs anywhere in the world as well as on layovers. Plus in countries like Indonesia or Vanuatu, there is no Wi-Fi at the airport. After landing there, I struggled a lot as I had to immediately post a video but could not. And माना कि hotels वगैरह में Wi-Fi मिल जाता है, but what about when you're traveling on the go? To access maps, find places to eat and upload my photos and video on the move, my preferable choice is to activate Airtel International Roaming on my number. And having this ease when I'm traveling solo or landing late night in a new country has taken away all my stress. So I will highly recommend checking out Airtel International Roaming Packs before your next international trip instead of relying on local SIM cards or public Wi-Fi. So we are staying in ST Signature और इसको unlock करने का room, this is our room, बहुत ही अच्छा तरीका है, which is you go here, tap the key. Ta-da! The cost for this room was approximately 5,000 to 6,000 per person. Yes, accommodation in Singapore is expensive. The reason why we chose to stay here was because this accommodation is in Little India, which is a paradise for Indians and vegetarians. If you are craving for South Indian, you can also find Chettinad for a soul-satisfying meal. Reached Enchanted Cafe. ये सिर्फ 1 किलोमीटर दूर था हमारे Airbnb से, तभी हम यहाँ आए हैं for good coffee and good breakfast. And as you can see, the decor is so nice, and they have good vegan, vegetarian smoothie bowls, avocado toast, so you can start your day from here.
Not too much of a coffee person, but this is very close to like 9.75.
Okay, so the second thing on our agenda is Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay में पहले भी आई थी, but तब time नहीं था because I was here for 24 hours like I mentioned before. The entry in Gardens by the Bay is free with a lot of attraction that are priced differently. The name of this attraction is Super Tree, which is free of cost. The pathway that you're seeing on top of me, that is OCBC Skywalk, and for that you need to pay, but from there you can actually get really good views like this one right here that I did last time. Next thing we wanted to experience in Gardens by the Bay was Avatar, the experience at Cloud Forest. So we just paid SGD 50. ऑनलाइन 50 है, यहाँ पे हमने 45 दिया है and got the tickets to the Avatar futuristic experience. But I'm so excited, I can see the Cloud Forest. Let's go. Funky and I, we are here, and you can advertise yourself by going inside.
About to become Avatar.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
This place was really Pandora on Earth, which is inspired by the beauty and unique storytelling of the globally highest grossing film of all time, Avatar. I admire how well they have thought of this, the guy who must be the creative head behind this. Because Singapore is a city, but you can do so much and there's so much greenery the way they have planned. There are 5 different zones on each of the 5 floors to connect with different kinds of flora. So this is the representation of the top of the mountain where you can get a lot of sunlight, less vegetation. This is the representation of that, and this is known as Cloud Walk. We started from the top floor and यहाँ से हम पूरा नीचे round करके base पे पहुँच जाएंगे जहाँ से हमने ये start किया था. This place will easily take 5 to 6 hours of your time, and it is worth every single penny. After this, I will suggest you to go to the most colorful street of Singapore, which is Haji Lane. This is Singapore's most Instagrammable location with the most funky cafes, and here are some of our favorites. So we are in a selfie cafe where you put your selfies on top of the coffee. The next thing on my bucket list was go to iFly for indoor skydiving, which is perfect for those who want to experience skydiving but are afraid of it. The cost is around 6,000 plus 3,000 for photos and videos, and you will be able to enjoy 2 dives for 45 seconds each. And the last thing I want to suggest is Museum of Ice Cream, where you can enjoy unlimited ice cream along with several game rooms with no time limit. Although before planning, do remember this place is closed on Tuesdays. So now quickly talking about all the tips and tricks. First point is lounges. So I have a priority pass, and because of priority pass, I'm able to access lounges in most part of the world. And in Changi, you can access the lounge before and after immigration. So you can basically enjoy 2 lounges in one visit. For traveling around, you can either take a cab or MRT. MRT is the metro system of Singapore, which is very, very nice and well connected. You can either buy EZ Link card, which is like a smart card and can be used to pay transport fares on buses, MRTs, taxis and other private transport means. And you can purchase them from 7-Eleven or any passenger service centers or at MRT stations. And MRT at most will cost you SGD 2 to 3, which is very, very cheap. But since we had very limited time, we were taking cabs, which is Grab, and it is very, very reliable and super comfortable. And if you're traveling in a group, then you can split the cost, and the cost can be then, I will not say cheaper, but at least minimal. To know all the details about MRT and the routes and timings, you can also download City Mapper app. तो मैंने जो एक्टिविटीज करी हैं उसके कॉस्ट इंडिविजुअली बता दिए हैं, तो आप वो रेफर करके अपना एक बजट प्लान कर सकते हो कि आपका बजट कितना है, कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटीज पिक कर सकते हो. But know that Singapore is expensive. It is one of the wealthiest countries. हर जगह credit cards mostly available हैं, but थोड़ा सा cash लेके चलना safe side के लिए. This is all the information that I wanted to give about Singapore. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, then please जल्दी से plan करो और share करो उन लोगों के साथ जो plan कर रहे हैं जाने का. बाकी like, share, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, of course, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.